Alright, so this is what I didn't do. Watch this, guys. So, you go here to the evidence file, and what's this? Wait a minute. Am I forgetting one thing? Wait. Right. Yeah, there it is. Yes! Success! That's what we forgot. So we spray this on here somewhere. Or is it fingerprint? Hold on. This one is fingerprint. Wait.
No fluids here.
It's fingerprint.
No fluids here.
Okay, I got it. Wait, this one. Yay! Woo! We got a fingerprint, everybody.
Partial fingerprint. Hopefully it's enough to start getting us some answers.
Better be. Alright, here we go. So now we take that fingerprint that was found on the letter, and we take it to the computer database and figure out whose fingerprint that belongs to. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Confirm that, baby. Okay. Give yourselves a round of applause. That's a good part. Okay, Zachary Lynch. 5'10", 175 pounds, date of birth, 1959, gray hair, blue eyes, male. State of Nevada. Contractor's license. Okay. So, let's...
Whoa. The fingerprint on the suicide note belongs to Zachary Lynch. What a boss, huh? He even helps his employees with their suicide notes.
Agent Huntby here has some information he'd like to share with us. It's regarding Mark Ensign's apparent suicide.
I don't know where you're at with this investigation right now, but there's no way Mark Ensign killed himself.
We knew that.
I think you may be getting a little bit ahead of the evidence, Agent Huntby.
Look, I was this close to turning him into a criminal informant. Ensign was about to go out on a limb, so he was pretty scared.
Scared enough to take his own life?
Absolutely not.
Or aren't you authorized to discuss that?
Look, off the record, Ensign was on the verge of turning state's evidence on allegations of kickbacks and bribes involved in the construction of the La Ventura Casino. He would have been my eyes and ears at the Silver Sierra Construction Company. He'd been working there as Zachary Lynch's right arm for 5 years.
Lynch is the president of the company.
And before that, he was Beatriz Salazar's lawyer, back in Miami, about 10 years ago. But we suspect she's maintained the relationship through Silver Sierra.
So Ensign might have been your way to get to Salazar.
Well, with your help, I'm hoping he might still be. Good luck.
Cool.
Based on what evidence?
Well, the
Lynch touched the suicide note? What else has he been up to? Why don't you go check out his office and see what you can turn up?
Exactly. We got a warrant, guys. This is what we call progress. I'm still happy. Because the last time up? It took forever to find that fingerprint. But we got it. Yay! There he is.
Look who's here. Zachary Lynch. You want to talk to him first, or should we check out the office?
Check out the office first. See if he's... Why are you over there? Pretty cool. All this stuff. Guess nothing. Looks like power cord from the guess that's nothing over there. It's like blood. Good catch.
Even if files have been deleted, we should be able to recover them. Check out whether this is the computer that generated the suicide note and when it generated that note.
Okay. I got that already, I thought, right? What's this?
No fluids here.
Okay. Maybe a fingerprint? Ha ha!
Contractors' fingerprints are usually on work cards in the system.
Yeah, usually. Guess that's nothing. Okay. Let's talk to him and see what he's hiding. Wait, let's see something first. Alright. We'll be right back. I feel like there is... Uh-oh, not that one. Yeah, let's try this one. with... Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. This is not looking good. It's a match, guys.
Blood on the keyboard belongs to Mark Ensign. Zachary Lynch's fingerprint in blood on his computer keyboard. Now that's incriminating.
Yeah, it is. Warrant available for Brad. Sweet, baby. Now I'm gonna go back and talk to him and like see if he's sketching a lie. So like if he'll say something, we can say like we can backfire with him, like at him with a question. Let's see, guys.
Mr. Lynch, we're from the Las Vegas Crime Lab. We have a search warrant for your office.
Of course you do, but you're wasting your time. Mark was dealing with a lot of personal issues, and I think you're way out of line here, using his suicide as an excuse to harass me. I talked to Mark on the phone last night. He sounded awful, worse than I'd ever heard him. I told him he needed to take some time off, clear his head. So we planned to meet this morning to discuss the details of a temporary leave of absence. But when I got here, I found him, and I found his note, and I read it. And then I put it back where I found it.
Okay.
I should have, I know that, but La Ventura has suffered delay after delay, and I just needed to take some time to figure out what I was going to do next. How I was going to explain to my investors that our lead man on the job was dead, that he had taken his own life. Do you understand what I'm talking about? It just doesn't inspire a lot of confidence in my company's ability to finish this very expensive, highly anticipated project.
Yeah.
I went home, poured myself a drink, and waited. I guess I was waiting for a conversation like this, with people like you.
Okay.
Whatever it takes to get this over with. Blood on my keyboard? It could be Mark's, I guess. No, it's not mine. Both Mark and I are authorized to use the computer. I bought the damn thing, but Mark was here on site all the time, so basically it was his computer.
We're done for now, Mr. Lynch. But don't leave town.
Yeah, I wouldn't dream of it.
Yeah, you better not, dude. So what do we have now? We have his shoot evidence. Okay. Let's go back before we get the warrant. Now we got some brass. Let's go see if we can figure out how we can secure both two. This with. That looks like it's a match, buddy. No. Okay, wait. This goes down that is the one that belongs to. Let's see. Yeah, we can.
So the last document created on this computer was the suicide note, but it was created nearly 8 hours after Mark Ensign died.
That's it. Get that warrant from Brad off the side.
What do you got in the way of evidence? A print in the victim's blood. That'll do it. I'll bring him in.
We found your fingerprints in blood on the computer keyboard in your office.
So what? I already told you I found Mark and I picked up his suicide note. There was blood everywhere.
And then you told us you left the construction site. You didn't mention going back to your office first.
Are you serious? Look, I wasn't keeping a record of my every movement, so yes, I went back to the office. And I went to the computer to check on where Mark had left everything. And then I went home.
How would you type?
How dare you ask me that question? No, I didn't write Mark's suicide note.
Turns out that Mark Ensign's suicide note was printed from your computer after the time of death. Care to explain that?
Oh my God. This is not what it looks like.
Really? Because it looks like you did a very bad job trying to make a murder look like a suicide.
I didn't kill Mark. All I did was frame a guilty man.
What's that supposed to mean?
Mark killed himself. He jumped off that balcony. I don't think there's any question about that. But just in case there was going to be some question about it, I didn't want you guys snooping around my property for God knows how long looking for a killer. So I planted the suicide note, hoping you guys would just think it was an open and shut case.
That is one of the dumbest stories I've ever heard, Mr. Lynch. Not only is it an admission of obstruction, but it doesn't even begin to give you an alibi.
No one I can think of off the top of my head. But, you know, Mark was starting to alienate a lot of folks. He was starting to act crazy, manic, impulsive. I mean, the night he died, he must have called up some subcontractor out of the blue and hired him without my approval to completely rip up the lobby and then plant that weird native cactus garden. But who the hell do you call after business hours to plant a damn garden? I don't know, but maybe that guy knows something about what happened to Mark.
Wait, you're telling us that that cactus isn't supposed to be there? Maybe we need to take a closer look at that garden.
We can sit here and you can continue to harass and try to intimidate me, but seriously, I have nothing more to say to you people. You want to know my alibi? Why don't you just ask Agent Huntby? Oh yeah, I know him. We actually haven't had the pleasure of a formal introduction, but let's just say we have mutual friends, and some of his friends have been tailing me for the last 6 months. Maybe they'll have some pictures for you. Maybe a recording, video. I understand they like to do that sort of thing. They're kinky like that. Absolutely not. I never laid a hand on Mark.
Look, Agent Huntby, I'm fine with you and the feds piggybacking on our investigation, but when you have information we need, you need to share it with us immediately.
I appreciate your position, Jim. I do,
I
but
don't give a damn what you appreciate. I want to know why we may be wasting our time interrogating a suspect if you already know he has an alibi.
I'm trying to tell you it wasn't my call. There are protocols for sharing information. Yes, we are, but I'm not in charge of that particular operation. Well, according to the field report, Lynch returned home from dinner at 3 a.m. No further movement was observed inside his house until the following morning. No. And the truth is, I can't confirm Zachary Lynch's whereabouts at the time of Mark Ensign's murder.
Why not?
This morning, Lynch apparently gave our surveillance team the slip.
So you trying to tell us that you don't trust your men?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to tell you, Jim. Off the record, that is. On the record, I should tell you to go to hell.
Looks like we can't be sure whether Lynch was at home or not. Maybe it's time we looked at our crime scene a little more closely.
Alright, let's go back to the crime scene and see if we can do it up. I'll just get it right here.
But I didn't do anything.
Your fingerprints will help prove that.
All right.
Alright. Alright, we're gonna go take a thing. Not imagining it. Not a so that is. Wait, no, wait, no.
These records aren't exactly up to the minute, but they confirm Marcus Kunchai was employed at La Ventura.
Good. Princess matchup. Good. Wait. Good. 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 Now let's go back to evidence. Email that I got. I think I Alright. We're back. Garden. Back to check out
Let's get this to the lab and find out what kind of plant it is.
Well, it's great, guys. We're gonna go really far.
Check this out. So I was doing a little background on this ash meadow gum plant, and I found these articles related to the building of the La Ventura Casino. It seems that an environmental group called Primeval won a temporary injunction against Silver Sierra's construction of La Ventura. It was seeking a supplemental environmental impact report on the ash meadows habitat, which Primeval claimed was being threatened at the building site. But it looks like an appeals court overturned the injunction.
Huh. Ah,
Well, from the smell of it, I bet I can guess what that is. And if it's some sort of specialty fertilizer, then maybe we can connect it back to a specific manufacturer or distributor.
yeah. We'll probably find a distributor. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's put this. Yeah, I think it's in here. Yeah. Search, baby. Alright. Is that it?
This is a high-grade synthetic fertilizer. It's rare enough that Brass should be able to contact the manufacturer and get a record of the people to whom they sell and ship their product.
Ah,
We should swing by his office.
definitely. Ah, yes, baby. We are so good. Guys, we have Brad. We're coming along. We're gonna be.
I'm on it. Obrera's lawyers were very cooperative. Unfortunately for us, there was only one buyer who purchased the fertilizer in our area. About 6 months ago, a nursery called Green Growth Plants.
Turns out that nursery is owned by a man by the name of Todd Stewart.
Todd Stewart?
We can't prove it yet, but we suspect he's connected to a group called Primeval. We think he's a terrorist, an eco-terrorist.